Yeah, you're saying it right. Your boys for prize picks. Put in $5. Win or lose, you get $50 back. It's free bread, man. Go ahead and get the free bread at prize picks, baby. Use code CDotty when you're making your account. CDotty. YouTube. What's good to your boy CDotty. Today we got women masturbates in public and then drops all her HP to 0, bro. That shit sounds insane. I don't know where the subscribe counter is. I gotta get that shit back up on the road 25,000, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, boy. Crime Dotty on the case.
2021, officers from the Tybee Island Police Department descended on Tybee Island Beach in Tybee Island, Georgia. The police had been called by a member of the public because, according to them, a woman had walked past the caller's family tent several times and eventually had found a spot a short distance away in front of it. After placing a towel down on the sand, the caller said the woman started touching herself inappropriately. I could hear moaning. As you'll see, the woman in question appears to be confused at first, but when confronted by the claims made against her, she starts to give her version of events and tries to reason with her actions.
Somebody really called the cops on her? It do be cops, kids and shit out there.
Nice.
How you doing, ma'am? Officer Douglasville, Type P. Can we speak to you for a second? We'll get you over there. Go ahead and bring your stuff.
Hey, go ahead and bring everything. You're not coming back.
Yep. Alright. What's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
Alright, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you. About something pertaining on the beach.
Yes.
Were you supposed to be, were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here. Were you at the beach at some point in time?
Okay, I don't understand. There was nobody around.
They don't got no. If they don't got no video evidence, how would they know?
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the
You want
water.
to say she's wet? Like what?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, like I said, someone called and they saw you doing something you weren't
I
supposed to be
didn't.
doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for or on for?
You could, whatever you want to do. It's your right. If you want to record this conversation, you can. But we are also recording, so you know.
Okay, can you show? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they
families.
didn't. That's not true.
Who saw that?
Okay, because I was by myself. Now I will tell you this: the only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation and they're fucking doing this.
You mean military?
Never mind. Okay, so nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay,
No,
one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Is there
She
anything
just
in the
told
bag?
on herself. Nigga, I would have been like, nigga, I wasn't doing shit.
Is it alright if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're
This-
very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I
Is that
got you. Okay. Just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry.
You that freaked out, bro? You should have kept that to yourself. They had no video proof. What are you telling? Nigga, what? There's no video proof. It didn't happen. Oh.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
You're going to jail, bro.
We didn't get a call for no reason.
I swear to God.
You just told on yourself. You're going to jail, bro.
Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have called, right?
No, nobody saw it.
Man,
So-
please don't do this to me. Are you serious?
You want to take primary notice?
I'm wanted to take it since he's talking to the
Okay, I got you.
This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure.
No, but I didn't have any of my body
Someone
parts
called.
out.
It doesn't matter. A family saw it. They had kids.
Wait, what? There
That's why they
was
called.
nobody around me.
So
Nothing in here that shouldn't be in here?
No.
Okay.
well, I'm just gonna throw this in here. Okay.
We'll go through it at the car.
Yeah.
Damn. Offering yourself over this?
This yours, man?
Hold on. How would she do that if she's handcuffed?
Yeah.
I'm a host.
The hell? What is about to happen? Are you tired?
All right. Awesome. Okay. Sweet. Thank you so much. What's your name?
He seen some fine shit. He seen some fine shit. He had to walk down on real quick. Oh, she gave him a drink.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm confused.
Thanks. Ma'am?
This awkward ass walk.
You ready yet?
No, we haven't gotten ready yet. That's what I'm in the bag.
Through her shit.
15 seconds. Can you run a drink 27?
She said, I was just horny. I just had a long day. I just put it right here. Nobody's seen me. I just had a orgasm. Like, what the? Are you dumb? You not know how life works? This big boy don't war. Bro.
Okay. I mean, she admitted to it. And she said she had an orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So, yeah. All right. Cool. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Orgasm on the beach is wild, bro.
What's that? Mm-hmm.
We've had to watch
And I mean,
the whole car ride
to be
there.
completely honest with you, I really don't care what you did, but again, someone saw it, so that's why we're here,
34-year-old 34-year-old Christina Ashley Revels Glick was arrested and charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. If you're not familiar with
that last
the
name would be
story,
tough on the
then
back
you
of
may
a
be
jersey.
thinking to yourself, well, that's the end of it. She went through the legal process and received her punishment. In the state of Georgia, a first offense of indecent exposure is classed as a misdemeanor. So you'd be right to think that she got a slap on the wrist. But what if I told you she didn't even make it through the whole legal process? Because she passed just months after her arrest. But the circumstances surrounding her death aren't as straightforward as you may think.
No, it says she took her HP or she got murdered.
Death aren't as straightforward as you may think. Christina's life leading up into the beach incident had been a quote, wild one, according to one unnamed relative. And although there isn't much information about her early life, we do know that the beach incident wasn't her first run-in with the law. She got in trouble, got herself arrested. She went to prison in Florida. It isn't entirely clear why she specifically went to prison, but we do know that she had been arrested on a handful
From
of
an unnamed relative?
In 2018,
Why don't they
she
have
was
records?
accused of stealing a car, and in that same year, she was arrested a handful of times for public drunkenness. Her life prior to the 2018 arrests was far from stable. You see, she had 2 sons with 2 different men, a 19-year-old from a relationship way back in the day, and a 15-year-old from a marriage that ended in divorce in 2015. Although the divorce went through in 2015, the marriage had broken down years before. Just 6 months after the 15-year-old was born, she left the family home to go on her own journey in life. The child was left with his father. Over the years, she had little contact with either of her children and their fathers, but on at least one occasion, she and her at the time husband rekindled. After she spent time in jail, her husband took her back, but she was wild. A short while after they got back together, she fell in with a real bad crowd. She was drinking and taking drugs.
Good sons? Yeah,
By
she gotta go.
2020,
Not like
Christina
that, but-
made her own way in life once again, and she had been
She gotta get out the
living
house.
at a property in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm not judging, but there were a lot of men, and we heard she worked at a strip club too. She was always nice to talk to, always smiled, said hello to our kids when she was coming in and out. She always paid her rent on time. In that sense, she was a model tenant. Then came March of 2022. On the 19th, landlady Felicity Rollins contacted police to request a welfare check on Christina. She had missed her latest payment for rent. A couple of weeks had gone by and Felicity couldn't get hold of her. When police arrived, it was reported that, quote, negative contact was made. Then they left. Remember, Ashley wasn't considered a vulnerable adult in the eyes of authorities, and there were no reports to police that she could be in any sort of danger, so there wasn't much they could do about it. Over the next 12 days, Felicity continued to try and reach out to Christina, but all attempts failed.
Took all them days.
On the 31st of March, 2022, Felicity and her boyfriend decided it was for the best to enter the property to see what was going on for themselves. It was then a gruesome discovery was made.
The cops didn't do their job.
I was sitting waiting in my truck when Felicity and her boyfriend came down and said, "Something's wrong. We think there's a dead body in there." They pretty much turned straight around when they opened the door. I didn't believe it. I thought they were messing, so I went up. When Felicity's family friend, Gareth White, entered the apartment, he knew straight away that someone had died. The smell
Bro,
of
why I got this nigga in AI? Like, this is not him. There's no way this is not a real human. I got this nigga in AI.
was enough to tell him that.
What the hell is that?
And so there she was, Christina decomposing on the floor in the property. She had been dead for roughly a month. After an investigation, detectives concluded that she took her own life for reasons unknown.
They don't give a
But people connected to the incident
A
don't really
month?
buy into that story and want police to explore the possibility that she may have been murdered. After the discovery was made, Felicity asked her sister Whitney Phillips to act on her behalf moving forward, as the incident was too much for her to handle. When Whitney entered the property, she noticed that there was blood in every room. Not only that, but there was other evidence to suggest foul play. There was blood in every room in the apartment, but there were other things like unopened packages, things for the apartment, like she was expecting still to do things. Why would she be ordering stuff for the house? Why would she still be paying her bills if she was planning to end it? She was never late on rent. I didn't sleep right for a week after seeing the inside of that apartment. You could see the marks on the wall where her body had been, and
bro,
on the carpet where
they
it
should have
had
been
lain.
one up in
To
that
me,
apartment.
It looks like she was panicking, trying to get away, trying to save her life. Why would she be moving through the house like that? That doesn't make no sense. Jonathan Johnson and his wife Jasmine, downstairs neighbors, think Christina was murdered too. The Johnsons believe they heard the actual murder taking place but didn't want to intervene because they weren't too sure. They say a man who Ashley had been seeing needs to be taken in for questioning. I believe that dude killed her. We heard a lot of commotion that one night Then we never saw her or heard her again. I asked, should we call the police? But you're not too sure sometimes. Like, if you get involved, maybe you'll get hurt too. That guy was there all the time and his car was over there that night. When we came out the next day, it was gone. That night, it was like a lot of heavy walking and moving around going on. After that, it was just silent up there. And so, it's been well over a year since police reached their conclusion. We can't rule out that they'd ever change their
And they called
theory
that
and
a
investigate the possibility that
They think
Christina
she
was
took her
murdered.
own
But we
HP?
can say, for at least now anyway, that they don't think she was.
I don't know, man. Well, let me know what y'all think about that down below. Y'all think she took her own life? I think somebody went up in there, bro. There's no way. Let me know what y'all think about that down below. I want 25,000, man. I'm out this bitch.